So today's success criteria is to evaluate the unknown variables applying the logarithmic properties and determine the intensity of sound using the power, multiplication or quotient properties of logarithm. Now let me explain you how to apply the product property in order to explain the expression. So understand that there is a property if log base of b m and n. So m and n are the variables and what they are doing, they are multiplying with each other. So you can write the log with both the products one by one, both the terms one by one, like log base b of m and log base b of n. But the product in the product property, they both the logs will be separated by a positive sign. So this is the rule which you have to apply while expanding any of the logarithmic expression using the product property. So let's here see, you have to expand the logarithmic expression. Here it is written log base of 5, x, y and z. So all these expressions are multiplying with each other. So the first thing is you are going to write log base of 5. Since they all are multiplying, so you will use the plus sign in order to separate them with each other. Then you will write log base 5 of x plus, because they are multiplying, then again you will write log base 5 of y and then plus log base 5 of z. So this is how you can expand the logarithmic expression. Let's solve one more question. Here 1 over log base 3 of 1 over 3 times 5 times x plus 1 times y plus 2 times z minus 5. So it is 1 over 3, one expression, 5 another, x plus 1 another, y plus 2 another and z minus 5 another. So you can just write them by separating them with the plus sign. Log base 3 of 1 over 3 plus log base 3 of 5 plus log x plus 1. Now x plus 1, this is the whole one expression. So don't try to eliminate them or use the property in the backward manner. Here x plus 1 is one expression. Plus log base 3 of y plus 2, and then the last thing is plus log base 3 of z minus 5. So since you have seen that all the values are multiplying, we wrote with each and every term log and we wrote in between them a positive sign. Now let's see how to apply the quotient property. Now the quotient property says if log base b and m over n, it means that the two expressions are dividing with each other, then you write the log with the first term, write the log with the second thing and separate them with a negative sign. Now let's see how to use this property in order to solve any question. So log base 3, 7 over x. So 7 is one expression and x is another. So you are going to write log base 3 of 7 and log base 3 of x and separate them by using a negative sign. Similarly, 3 over 5, one time you write log base 2 of 3 and then you write log base 2 of 5. Since 3 and 5 are dividing with each other, so what you have to do, you have to separate them with a negative sign. Now let's see how can we combine the quotient and the product property together. So here log base 2 of 16x times y. Now the easiest thing is, remember whatever on the top, they are multiplying with each other, like 16 is multiplying with the x. So whatever written on the top in the numerator, you add the log with the positive sign. But here it is the quotient property, it means you are dividing with the y. So whatever in the denominator or whatever down is written, you separate it with a negative sign. So what you will write? You will write log base 2 of 16, the first term. The x is on the top, so you will write plus log base 2 of x. and y is in the denominator, so you will write with the minus sign and log base 2 of y. So whatever on the top, no matter what happening up, you write them with the plus sign, and don't forget to write the log with each and every term while separating them with each other. Now let's see here. Here look, 25 is on the top, x is on the top, y is on the top. So you write every term log base 5 of 25. X is on the top, so write log base 5 of x. Y is on the top, so you write here log base 5 of y. Now m and z are multiplying with each other, but in actual they are dividing with the whole numerator. So rather than writing two steps, just complete it in one step. It means write negative sign because of the quotient. Then write log base 5 of m, and z is also in the denominator. So write log base 5 of z. Now what is the logic behind it? Let's see here. All the things which are on the top, you wrote it, you understood. Now this quotient sign means minus, right? So you wrote here minus. Then you will open the bracket, and then m and z are multiplying with each other. So you will get log base 5 of m plus log base 5 of z. And when you will open this bracket, it will take you to my first step. So we avoided the second step, two steps. We wrote everything in the first go. And why we are doing this? Because such kind of questions you have to solve in the SAT exams. Okay, now here also again, don't get upset when you see a big expression. Only see that 27 is the first term, x minus 1 altogether is the second term, y plus 1 altogether is the third term. And everything is in the numerator, so just separate them by writing the log and by adding a positive sign in between them. That's it. Now what you have? M another expression 1 and z minus 2 another expression 1, and all are in the denominator, so write separate them with the minus. So you have to write minus log base 3 of m. Z minus 2 is also in the denominator, write log base 3 of z minus 2, and that's all. Now here I have to tell you one more thing about the power property. So the power property is if I have log base b m to the power p, for example. So p is in the power, so in order to write it in a proper way, bring the power before the log. So you will write here p log base b of m. So this is the way, or this property is termed as power property of logarithm. Now let's see how to do this one. So here x to the power 5 is written with log base of 2. Now 5 is the power, so while expanding it, you have to write the x before the log. So you will write here 5, log base 2 stay as it is, and then x. Now see here, you have two terms which are dividing with each other, and with every term there is a power. So first step is as you did, whatever up with the positive sign, whatever down with the negative sign. It means you will write log base 5, x cube is up. Then y4 is down, so put the negative sign, log base 5 of y to the power 4. Now after applying the quotient property, bring the power before the log. So you will write 3 log base 5 of x minus 4 log base 5 of y. Now let's see a big question. So again 27 x minus 4 whole cube y plus 1 whole to the power 5. It's all on the top in the numerator. So write log base 3 of the first term 27. Then plus log base 3 of x minus 4 whole cube. Then again plus log base 3 of y plus 1 whole to the power 5. Then z plus 5 whole to the power 1 over 3 is in the denominator. So write it with the negative sign. Don't forget to write the log base 3, and then you have to write z plus 5 whole to the power 1 over 3. Now, what is the common mistake? That when you expand it, you forget somewhere to write the log. So that becomes error. Now, if you have any power, bring it before the log of the same term. Okay. So whatever in the power, you have to write it beside the log. So the first term doesn't have the power. So you just write 3 to the power 27. They are not asking us to solve it. That's why you are only expanding them. Okay, now cube is in the power. So bring the 3 before the log and write the remaining thing as it is. Now here you have a power 5. Bring it before the log and log base 3 of y plus 1. Now here 1 over 3 is in the power. So bring it before the log base 3 of z plus 5. So this is how we apply different kinds of properties to expand the logarithmic expression. I hope that you understood that such kind of the question. Now try to solve all the questions given in the assignment, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe the channel.